All right, I'm back out here in my podcast studio. Yes, it's the same day. No, it is not the same moment. I went inside. I talked to my sons. We're over Christmas break here in the beautiful Hudson Valley, and thanks for joining me again. And right now I have the CAO. And why I'm doing this is because this is the Italia. Okay, and I had just rated the San Giuseppe in my previous video. I gave them a 92, and lo and behold, I looked this up and I found out I wanted to see if they would stack head to head, and they did, right? So pat yourself on the back, San Giuseppe. You're rating pretty high. This also from Cigar Aficionado magazine, they're giving it a 92. So I want to just tell you a little bit about this, and what I'm going to do in this video is after I kind of just a little bit describe this cigar, I'm going to give you my top cigars of 2023, and that's it. All right, so this wrapper is Honduran Habano Maduro. The binder is Honduran. Let's see, the filler is Italian. I forget what they were saying about that. Italian leaves coming out of Italy, Nicaragua, and Peruvian leaves. It's a full flavored stick. It's got sweetness, creaminess, you name it. And this right on light up, it has a beautiful draw and a nice smoke output. But I'm not here to rate this. I'm just here to tell you, right? So what I do want to let you know is that this is a CAO, not a cow, or however some people pronounce it. Actually, it stands for the founder's name, and I'm probably not going to say this right. Cano Aret Azgenier. I'm not sure if I pronounce his name right. CAO, that's his name. Cano, C-A-N-O. And Aret Azgender. I'm going to butcher that. I should just write it down here. Anyhow, the company started in 1968 out of Nashville, Tennessee. But Cano grew up in Istanbul, Turkey. So I'm sure he has a natural palate for cigars. Actually, he passed away, unfortunately. I was doing some reading, and I believe his son or grandson, it's definitely still in the family, has taken over the company. And today, the production of these cigars are coming out of Honduras and Nicaragua. So that's that. We're not really going to go too deep on that. But I did just kind of want to, for fun, do Italia versus the other one there, which is San Giuseppe. For those that don't know, means Saint Joseph. San Giuseppe. Giuseppe is Joseph. And that is actually in Italy, Father's Day. March 19th is Father's Day in Italy, San Giuseppe Day. And here in America, especially, I am a Sicilian American, right? My grandparents came from Sicily. And when I grew up, we celebrated the Feast of San Giuseppe. And we had certain foods and beautiful pastries. I think sometimes, actually, if you go to your local bakery, here I know in the Hudson Valley, there's some authentic Italian bakeries that know it's the San Giuseppe pastry, Sfinge de San Giuseppe. But I think in the one market I have here, actually, they don't really know, so they only put it out once a year, March 19th, and they just put the little sign that says, the handwritten sign that says I don't know, I don't even know what they put. San Giuseppe, I forget what it was. It wasn't like Italian related. It was like they didn't know or something, and I had said Sfinge, and they were like, "What's a Sfinge?" And I'm like, "Never mind." Too much to explain. So anyhow, it's kind of difficult to spell, but all right. So what you came for? This is my Angela's, authentically Angela Puros Music and Projects on Instagram. Top cigar picks of 2023. So in no particular order, my top 10 I'm going to give you. Then I'm going to give you the rest, 11 to 20. Put all the pictures of them right here. And I do have a couple of boutique cigars I want to give a shout out to as well. Let me start with the boutiques, the boutique brands. Blueprint cigar by the Burn Down podcast. Excellent cigar. Besa cigar by the Cigar Guys podcast. Beautiful, beautiful stick. The Industry Killer, I think Habano 1014 by Sanj's Smoke Shop. I'll put that right here as well. Beautiful cigar. Now, the Industry Killer, check it out. It's named properly because let me tell you something. Their price point on that is it's like next to nothing. I think it's like a $7 stick, if that. And it tastes like and smokes like a $20 stick. So he's doing something right. He's doing it for the people, and he named it right. It is an Industry Killer, and it's flying off the shelves, so go check one out. And then, of course, San Giuseppe Cigars is in there in the boutique. Of course, you know I love them as well. I smoke them often, and because of my heritage, how can I not love it, right? And then claimed as the original boutique cigar is La Gloria Cubana, which I absolutely love as well. Also for the name of it. I mean, when I first years ago went into the local cigar humidor, the brick and mortar lounge, and you know, as a lady, I'm like, what can I smoke? And then just to be cute, I'm like, oh, there's a lady on the band. What is this? Okay, so let's do the list. Again, in no particular order, my top 10, absolutely. Most anything and all things coming out of Drew Estate. I'll put a picture of, what do I love? The Undercrown. And now he does the infused cigars. If you check out Drew Estate, Jonathan and Drew there of Drew Estate, they do infused. I'm not the hugest fan of infused cigars. I've had them. They are delicious. What's the one I love? Oh, it's escaping me right now. It's escaping me right now, but it's I guess I'll have to put the picture here too. If I could do that in editing. It's tasty and delicious. But anyhow, I have a super palate. So for me, just the natural taste of the sweet tobacco or whatever it is, if it's coming out of Connecticut, you know, with their soil, or if it's coming out of Nicaragua with the volcanic soil, I love all those flavors. So for me, it doesn't have to be infused for me to enjoy a tasty, flavorful cigar. And next on my list is Perdomo. And then, of course, Foundation Cigars. Romeo y Julieta 1875. That, I think, was Winston Churchill's #1 cigar. And then, of course, we have the Romeo y Julieta crafted by A.J. Fernandez. And that's a beautiful stick. But also anything coming out of blended by A.J. Fernandez. That's a real person as well. A.J. Fernandez, excuse me. He it's my understanding he started as a roller in a factory, and I think in Nicaragua, if I'm not mistaken. And I think him and his wife, they just kind of worked their way up through the years, and now he owns his own company. But he's done it from the ground up. So it's kind of like when you're at a bank, and if you started as a teller, but then you became like regional manager, you know it all. You know all the nuts and bolts. Aganorsa Leaf. I love the Lunatic. Knuckle Sandwich by Espinoza. I wanted to say it with like inflection, but because that's his last name too, right? Is it Eric Espinoza? So he joined with Guy Fieri, of course, you know him, Triple D from Food Network, and they put out the Knuckle Sandwich cigar. As soon as that cigar came out, I ran and I got it. I forget what town was I in. Maybe I had to go down when I was down on Long Island. That cigar lounge had it, and I smoked it. Beautiful. And I bought 3 more, excuse me, to take home. I'm gonna wet my whistle here. So that made my top 10 list. My Father Cigars. My favorite of theirs is the Judge. Camacho brand. They are almost anything that they put out. The Triple Maduro, the Connecticut, the Corojo. I love them all. Last but not least, J.C. Newman Cigars. Almost everything, again, with them that they put out, I love. Quorum. That's the budget cigar. It smokes like it's not a budget cigar. Quorum. The Julius Caesar, their premium blend, the Diamond. Diamond Crown, that's a beautiful stick. They also have an all-American, the American cigar, which I forget his name. The grandson of the J.C. Newman, by the way, stands for the original guy out of the 1800s. Julius Caesar Newman. Yeah, I think Julius Caesar. Anyway, I think I'm right. Julius Caesar Newman. Anyhow, they had the Diamond Crown, and so the American. The grandson made sure to put out. There's tobacco coming out of course, Florida. I believe Pennsylvania, because don't forget we have tobacco farms and fields here in America, right? Connecticut and what have you. So anyway, everything, the wrapper, the binder, and filler are all American tobacco. So check out that stick. So that's my top 10. And just to give you really all 20, because I'm sure all of us aficionados out there, right? We could probably name 50 that we love. So let's just go to 20. Again, in no particular order, I'll put them here. Partagas, Arturo Fuente, of course, Fuente Friday. Who could forget Fuente? CAO, which I'm smoking right now. It's a banger. Mark Twain Memoir Cigars. If you don't know it, check it out. Now, for me with the Super Palate, again, that has a lot of robust flavor right on light up, right to the end, final third. That stick definitely is full flavor right into the last final third. And at the end, if you know about the final third, as the cigar warms up, it gets even more flavorful sometimes, right? Because the tobacco down here, it's had like that hour or so to kind of all that time to get the oils are released, because it had all that time to warm up even more. So the Mark Twain is a real nice one. H. Upman, great company, great sticks. Oh, the one I just had. I think we did a podcast featuring one of those. It slips my mind. Tatuaje, great company, great guy. I think their boutique that went premium, if I'm not mistaken, they are heavy hitters. They make some great sticks. Check them out. Fuerte y Libre, Fire and Freedom. They are definitely, I think, as well a boutique. I gotta look up so many things. I wanted to say they're out of Florida, but I could definitely be wrong on that. So correct me if I'm wrong. Put comments below and definitely comment at least give me your top 3 of 2023. I mean, give me something. And I really appreciate when you comment below. So thanks. But they have some really good stuff. And there's some past YouTube videos I have reviewing their flavor notes. Fuerte y Libre, they're really great sticks. Padron, of course. I think if you're a cigar smoker and you've never had a Padron, there's something wrong there, maybe. So go run out quick and get a Padron. Any one of them that you grab is going to be excellent. Now their range as well is like, they can put out some big pricey sticks, which is definitely worth it. So if you have like a big event coming up, or you're going to someone's wedding, make sure you put a Padron in your pocket, your inside pocket there to smoke, because they're excellent. Room 101 Cigars, which I put that, and I'm going to tell you why. Luxury Cigar Club. I'm a member. I'm a core member of the Luxury Cigar Club. Check them out. They, I think, partner up or are friends with the blender, Matt Booth, and they put out a lot of Room 101 cigars in their cigar of the month box. So every time I get one, they're perfect. So check them out. And of course, again, in no particular order, last but not least, Caldwell Cigars. Again, now Robert Caldwell, he puts out, I mean, everything he also does is incredible. I was down, I think it was Davidoff of Geneva in Brooklyn, their lounge, and the tobacconist brought me in the humidor, and I tried the Blind Man's Bluff. And there's a couple others, and he introduced me to a couple of all the Caldwell cigars like 1 or 2 years ago, and they're all great. They're definitely all great. So again, I'm Angela. Thanks for joining, and I will see you next time. Authentic.